They say their daughter came with light, but they refused to talk about the shadow it brought. A couple married for 15 years without a child had begun to fear the worst. Their home had become a circle of love, quarrels, regrets, then love again. Some days they wished they never had married. Other days they held each other like they didn't want to lose the little they still had. One day, after many arguments that ended in heavy silence, the wife made a decision. She went to a church. When she reached the altar, she knelt down and broke down completely. Tears streamed down her face as she cried out to God. She had only one prayer. Father, bless me with a girl. Just one. A daughter. And I will raise her in your fear and in your admonition. When she finished praying, she stood up quietly, left the church, and went home. That night, she and her husband came together. A month later, she discovered she was pregnant. Joy flooded their home. Their nights of sorrow became more mornings of laughter. Their brokenness began to heal. The husband became more gentle and loving. The wife became more peaceful and respectful. This was as if light finally entered the house that had been dark for years. One evening, she told her husband about the covenant she made with God, that she specifically asked for a girl child. He smiled softly and said he had no problem with it. They believed together. They started buying baby clothes, ribbons, tiny dresses, pink blankets. One day she said, I already know her name. What name? Her husband asked. Girl, she replied. Girl, like Girl, girl? Yes, she said. I don't know why, but that name keeps ringing in my head. He asked if it was because she desperately wanted a daughter, or if something else was influencing her. But she had no explanation, only a strange certainty. He sighed gently. Whatever you want, love. God hasn't shown us anything yet, but if you believe, I'll stand by you. And that was it. Months later, the day of labor came. Her husband was not at home. He was at work, and when he heard she was in pain, he panicked and called the driver to rush her to the hospital. The moment he got the news, he jumped into his car and drove like a man possessed. He wanted to be there. He needed to be there. But he never made it. He had an accident on the highway and died on the spot. His phone kept ringing. The driver, the security man, but there was no answer. His wife in the hospital kept asking for him, hoping he would walk through the door any moment. But the labor intensified. And alone, trembling in pain, she brought forth her child. And behold, it was a girl.